What's good and what up? It's your brother Sam, and here at Madarrow. Hip hop news, boom. Your favorite family. Before we get started with the content, y'all know what to do. Go up top and hit that like button. Alright, so Kodak Black has been in the news as of late, not for anything good. And once again, he finds himself back in the news for something even worse. Now, he mysteriously canceled a concert last night, pissing off a ton of his fans, with his team not having any idea as to what was going on. Now, Kodak was supposed to perform at the House of Blues in Boston on Wednesday night, but he never showed up. Fans waited for hours for the rapper to come on, never showed up, with his team pulling the plug on the gig, forcing local cops to have to assist in clearing the venue. Now, at the time, Kodak's team and anyone at the venue had absolutely no idea as to what was going on. You had multiple sources asking questions. Everybody was telling them the same thing. They don't know why the show was canceled, and they can't get in touch with Kodak or those traveling with him. Now, as it goes on, we find out what happened and why the show was canceled. Kodak was arrested on weapons and drug charges at the U.S. border, law enforcement sources tell. Who else but TMZ? Now, Kodak and 3 other people were stopped by U.S. Customs agents on Wednesday. Kodak was arrested for criminal possession of a weapon, a felony, and a misdemeanor possession of marijuana charges. That is courtesy of TMZ. Multiple sources familiar with the arrest tell TMZ that Kodak was traveling with at least 2 handguns and stopped when entering the U.S. from Canada. The rapper is still in custody, being held on $20,000 cash and $40,000 bond. That was as of early this morning, about 3:34 a.m. So as of right now, cops are saying that Kodak and 2 others attempted to enter the U.S. at the Lewiston-Queenston International Bridge in a Cadillac Escalade with a temporary California registration. They say Kodak was the driver, and officers discovered weed on him. After further inspection of the vehicle, they also found a Glock 9mm pistol, which was undeclared by anyone in the Escalade. There was also a Porsche traveling with Kodak's team with 3 other individuals. The driver of the Porsche copped to having 2 loaded handguns, and a third was found in the trunk, and more marijuana. A law enforcement source described one of the weapons as a quote-unquote AK-style handgun with a 30-round magazine. It looks like an AK, but it's a handgun. Now, Stetson president and Madarrow Smith were both arrested for criminal possession of a weapon. I don't even know how to say that brother's name, so I won't. Who's also driving the Porsche, was booked for criminal possession of a weapon and possession of marijuana. While Kodak never made it to a show in Boston, his tour bus did. Angry fans surrounded the bus after getting word there's a no-show. You guys can see that up top right now. God damn. No, I'm not going to sit back and act like he was a victim in this situation, even though we talked about this, oh God and I, so many times in pre-production, post-production, private conversation, whatever. Soon as cops smell weed on you, that gives them the excuse to run your shit. Now, some laws or some states in the United States have weed legalized, others don't. A very, very just fucked up situation where weed should be legalized, marijuana should be legalized in all 50 states, and this should not give you reason to search a vehicle. That being said, I am not giving Kodak Black a pass here. I'm not saying and excusing anything that he did, because at the end of the day, you gotta fucking know better. I love weed just as much as the next man, God knows I do, but I also understand the rules and regulations of the land, and even though I disagree with them, the last fucking thing I'm trying to do is sit in jail for some weed. I'm not trying to do it. So until they legalize everything, until everything is straightened out, and we can just openly smoke in the whip and enjoy marijuana how we supposed to, you gotta move correctly. And if Kodak Black was driving that whip across a U.S. border, you got to know to move smart. You got to know they're going to pick up on any little thing to try to get your ass hemmed up. And the second they smelled that marijuana, it was a wrap. I'm not saying that he deserves to be in jail. I don't know what's going to happen out of this situation. You had a dude in his team that copped the 2 of the handguns. The other one was undeclared. No one wanted to fess up to it. I can eventually see someone in that team taking the rap for that gun. Kodak Black not really getting into any trouble. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost certain he'll be bailed out today, and we'll get some kind of explanation on why. But shit, he didn't do it. I'm sure he didn't do it. But nonetheless, like I said, this isn't a good move for Kodak Black. You gotta move better. I'm not saying you can't have protection around you, because we see what's going on in today's age, especially with rappers. You gotta protect yourself. Have security. Have people that are licensed to carry, that when you are pulled over by police or you are pulled over by authorities, fucked with, whatever the case may be, all your paperwork is in line, all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted, and they can't do anything but sit back and give you a little bit of a hard time and keep you moving. That's just my 1-2. Y'all leave a comment in the comment section right now. Let me know what you think. Kodak Black being locked up. Do you think this will be just a slap on the wrist, or do you see something more serious coming out of this? You let me know right now. Also, in the description box, you'll see links to our Twitter, IG, which you also see up top. And make sure you subscribe to the most underrated, most dangerous podcast on YouTube to date, the Uncensored Truth Podcast with my brother, aaaand, over at Hip Hop News Uncensored. Can't wait to get back to work tonight. Dropping content every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and live every Friday evening exclusively on the Uncensored Truth Podcast official channel. We appreciate each and every one of y'all's support. Always trying to keep it raw, real, and uncut here at Viral Hip Hop News. Until next time, until next story, I sincerely appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'm out of here, man. Peace.